Okay, y'all, so welcome to the channel. I'm just back here taking a look at some of the plants, just checking them out. You know how we do, we go in just to make sure everything's all right. So like you haven't seen them in a couple of days because of work or whatever reason, but I'm just, gonna video me checking them out, making sure everybody's okay, no pests, no fungus, whatever, checking out what may need to be done, what may not need to be done, what may need to be taken out, blah blah blah. So we can start with what is this called? Dieffenbachia. The Dieffenbachia. So she's looking okay. What is that? That's dust. No pest. Just dust. I haven't been running my humidifier lately because I want them to get used to not having so much humidity. Because I notice when I run my humidifier, I'm getting fungal spots on my Anthuriums. My regalia looks a mess. And I'll show you that in a minute. Matter of fact, let me show you now. So this is my regalia. She is huge, by the way. I don't know what my ruler is, but here's a little Asia. She's big, but that's the bottom, and that's the top. I'm not sure. I think this is from the humidifier because it did need to be cleaned and I was not cleaning it on time. And I also noticed that some of the spots had gotten on other plants as well. Like for instance, this spot here, I think that was something that built up in the humidifier and landed on some of the plants, but thankfully it's not a lot. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the spots is from. I am going to look that up. But I know some of them is from the humidifier, but I know some of them are from the humidifier, but I'm just going to, check and make sure I have been treating it with this product, copper fungicide from Captain Jack. A lot of people know about this. I had a fellow Instagrammer, one of my friends on Instagram. They told me about that when I got my first Anthurium, but more like when I brought a certain Anthurium, and I found her, and she would give me information. She just let me know basically to have a spray bottle of that on here, and it's a copper spray. This is another plant. These were damaged during shipping. I didn't have this one imported. This is a philodendron. What is it? Philodendron pastizanium. It's two of them. It had like bubbles with water in it. So, I called customer service. Well, email customer service. They sent me out a whole new plant, which was this one. The one in the front. It has this leaf. And then it has a new leaf, which is right here. And this one had to be saved. I can't remember what happened, but I know I did have to cut it. And I'll insert a picture of the cut piece that's growing, the cutting or whatever of the stump that's growing inside the prop box. But these other two, the first one is doing good. They advised me to cut off the leaves that had the damage. This was another piece, but I cut the piece out. And let me see. This came with it, and there was another leaf that came with it. This one grew in my care, which is the biggest one, and I'm proud. The biggest one. And now we have another one. And The one on this one hasn't hardened off yet either. It's still growing. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with the deal with the fungal. That big boy back there is a Anthurium discipens. It's doing pretty good. I haven't had any new leaves since it's been in my care. It was imported. I have to check the roots. I haven't checked the roots on that one. But I think it's doing good because it's not showing any signs of damage. I think we lost maybe 2 leaves since I got them. 2 leaves since I got them. So, yeah. This one, and he might be thirsty. He might need some water today. I'll check it in a second. This one is my Anthurium ovatifolium type. I wanted the actual ovatifolium. I don't even think. Do I got all of no ovatifolium. But I wanted the ovatifolium. They sent me the ovatifolium type. But it's okay. I may try to still get the regular ovatifolium later. That's the big chunk that came with it. Again, another import. That's why they are in those containers. I was running out of pots. And, you know, you got to get these babies in what it needs to be in ASAP. Especially for those imports. Pretty big. And then, of course, we have my main. This is Buki right here. This is Bay. This is the Anthurium serenoi. This is the plant that I explained in the last video. I originally bid it for a bigger one. The sinus was wider, and for some reason, I don't know what happened, but the plant had some things going on where they said it, you know, it'd be better if I switched it. And I don't know, I feel like now that I'm because I can't get this plant off my mind to the point where I have to buy one that looks like the original that I wanted.
Another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't honestly.
And I even went as far as asking them if they still had the plant and if I can buy it. I'm going to ask them again. I haven't got an answer yet. But yeah, I think my guess is as they get bigger, the sinus will widen. But I think it might have been a cross between a serenoi and a Anthurium magnificum. But yeah, this is her in all her glory. This was an import as well. I got it from a live sale. Her pot. I haven't been having any issues with this plant. And again, the friend that I met on Instagram, I don't know, I may insert her page. I'm not sure if she would like that, but if it's okay, I may insert her page up there. She's pretty good at this plant thing. So, but yeah, no problem. She let me know that they're like troopers. They can hang. She definitely told me that because she was telling me that she had one, and it's like thorough. And this one here, I don't see anything wrong. I do have to work on my my net problem. You know, if you got plants, you're just gonna have those. This is a forgetii, just a normal forgetii, not a white stripe. I did want a white stripe, and I think I might go back and get it. This one is a big plant too. Here's my hand for comparison. Big leaves. I think the last time I looked at it, I hate showing that sticker. Ugh, I hate it. That sticker. Let me change. Matter of fact, take this out so it can get changed. Get a new one. Okay, so we have I think this is an inflow. The inflorescence. Where did it go? Okay, it's right there. I think, is it an inflow? Let me tell you a little more. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's right.
2 hours later.
That little white dot. That little white, you can see it better from this angle. Right here. I think that is a focus. Somewhere around there, but it's definitely pushing up an inflow. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it. I do eventually want to try my hands at crossbreeding some plants. If not, just yeah, I'm gonna have to treat this. I have to treat this plant for fungus gnats. I shouldn't even put it in here. Should have gave it a different pot because it seemed like they like this pot. But I do want to try my hand at what do you call it? At pollinating. So we got 1, 2, 3. I say 3.5 because this plant looks like this. This leaf look like that. So we have 3.5 leaves on there. This one, my villain, can't never pronounce it.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Villainum. Oh gosh.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to
Villanurium. Okay, I'll put the name up, but this is she. Oh, yeah, I gotta have this light sitting down like that so it can shine on these. I know you probably wonder why the light is just laying there, but these are other imports that is in acclimation. Sorry for my speech, y'all. They are also in acclimation, propagation of the factuation of the monaxulation right now. But this one is pushing up an inflow. I don't know much about inflorescence. I've heard people say that you should cut it because it makes the plant, it takes too much from the plant, and it also destroys leaves, which is why this one is looking like hell. It looks crazy, and I believe it's because of that. And I feel like it's nothing for me to I don't feel like I would be good with I don't feel like I would be good with pollinating right now. So I think the best thing for me to do is cut it. I do not want to cut it, of course, but I think I do because I just got this plant maybe a month ago, and I lost a leaf plus this one, and I believe it's because of this beautiful flower. So I don't know, that might not be here next time. What else? So we check those. This is like a little prop station. I have a few prop stations in here. That back there, which I am so sad about, is my Alocasia capria, the red one that looks like an alien. and it came through import. Of course, they don't do well in import, along with philodendrons. The Anthuriums are troopers. I would take an Anthurium through import any day. But these, no. I don't know what's going on with the sphagnum moss. It blacks at the top. It could be from the fertilizer or whatever, but don't mind that. I thought it wasn't doing anything, but when I checked it, I noticed the root was growing from the corn, and now every day I noticed this root showed up at the side, and it's getting longer and longer. So the coprea, I'm hoping it pushes up big leaves like the size that it arrived with, because it had 4 big leaves and not just small corms to start new plants. But we'll see. So far, I don't think there's any new leaves pushing up, but I know the roots are growing. So this is a smaller baby one that I brought. The first 2 leaves had thrips when I originally ordered it. The next day, it was thrips all over one of the leaves. And thank God I'm one of those types that sit there and just admire my plants, because I could. I was able to actually just smash all of the thrips. And this is one of the leaves that it arrives with, and I just recently cut one off yesterday, I believe, because that one completely died once this one fully opened. So it's a small one. This one, this here is, this is a forgetii that I ordered in the summertime when I didn't know much about Anthuriums, and lost every leaf it came with. I think it may have something to do with the shipping, I'm not sure, but lost everything. Somebody just sent me a cash app. And then this is alocasia polycorm that was connected to another big poly that I received. I cut it off, and I think it just went dormant. Maybe focusing on corms right now, but it's been some months. And my collection is not that pretty. No damage, scratches, everything just pretty and perfect. That is not my collection. I'm not trying to be the perfect planter, just showing you pretty plants. I will show you damage as well as pretty, good and bad. This is my melanochrysum, the first one I received. Philodendron melanochrysum. I think I had to cut this twice. It had root rot. Then I took it out of that soil, gave it a lighter soil. Wasn't really doing nothing when I first got it. I didn't know that the new leaves are like a orange color, and I cut off leaves that didn't need to be cut off. And since then, it's just been trying to recover. I have 2 pieces of this, 2 nodes inside of my propagation box, and I just recently put it in sphagnum because I wasn't seeing this little guy grow. Let me see. I wasn't seeing any progress with the new leaf, but you can't really, it won't focus. Well, it won't focus, but there's a new leaf pushing up, and it wouldn't do anything but just stay this color. So I'm gonna say last week, literally not even a full week, I put it in a sphagnum moss. Well, I changed it to cocoa coir, and what is those, pine chips, and still wasn't getting anything. But I put it in here, sphagnum, and it has like a homemade pond mix that I made. It's different from the real stuff, but it has that at the bottom, and it's just been doing well. I believe the roots are probably growing more. It was originally a cutting. It was not a complete plant. It was a cutting from Echo Genera, but it's doing good. Melanochrysums are hard to grow anyway. They are finicky, picky. They like to start fights with their owners. So they're just not easy plants to grow. I've heard plenty other plant parents say that. This is just a baby poly. Again, I think that may be fungal. I'm not sure, but that's a baby poly. Oh, and my varicosums. This was originally, it came as 2 pieces. I did a vlog on me cutting these 2 with 1 whole plant, and I had to save it from the killer pond, but there's a video on that. But yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be one more around here somewhere. 1, 2, 3. No. 2. As a matter of fact, it was 2 whole pieces. I cut it into 3. And then when I did the video, I had to cut it again. So now I have 4 pots. Yeah, 4 pots. So this is 1. I don't know what's up with that leaf, but it's been like that since I got it. Never stretched out. And it don't have any damage on it. There is no damage. I just don't know. It just looks like that. No damage at all. No crisping leaves, nothing. And again, my little makeshift pond. But yeah, that's the varicosum standard form. I'm told they don't get big. And it's pushing out a new leaf. I had it over here, but this big guy was blocking it from getting light. And this is the other one. And this one, I haven't had no problems. Maybe lost 1 leaf, that was it. And this is 2 pieces inside here. Oh yeah, I think there's 2. No, this is 1. So it's 2 cuttings inside here. I don't know if you can see it, pushing up the growth. Again, I don't know why the spag is turning black. With 2 pieces. My crystallinum, I had 2 big leaves. Lost them due to the same shit that the regalia is doing. I just cut one off. And we have 3 leaves left on there. So just waiting to see what's gonna do. Might repot it, not sure. Giving it a chance. This is a shame, is what it is. This is the Anthurium queen, Anthurium waracum. That's who she is, the queen. I can't pronounce that name, but did she lose a leaf? Yeah, she came with 2 leaves, lost 1. This is the one that was left. This just recently started doing this once I repotted it. I think I need to repot it again. Finish him! This is the new one that grew in my care. And I don't know what to say about it. I know they're hard to grow. Everybody says they're hard to grow. I think these are just one of those plants you're gonna keep buying until you get it right. This one is the Plow Maui. It's a smaller Anthurium. I think this is a slept-on Anthurium. A lot of people don't really have this one or don't care for it, but I like it. I propagated would it be propagated? I guess propagating. I cut a piece off at the bottom. This is the top cutting. And doing fine. roots, everything growing. We have growth points in there. Maybe 1 or 2 growth points. I'll be taking her out of the spag once the weather break. So for now, she's just in here. This one, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little stump there. That was a magnificum seedling. That was a magnificum seedling. I transplanted it and ruined everything. No, I separated it because it was 2 and 1. Tried to separate it, ruined everything. Just trying to catch it back. What else? This big old photos that I might be taking out and putting in to either the kitchen or the living room or maybe the bathroom with the big plants, because it's big and it's blocking the window and it's just big. It's fucking huge. Those are this is my Hoya Splash. I don't know, it really don't do much for me. I need to take that down and look at it instead of just watering it and move it along. I might do that soon.